A New York judge is delaying former President Trump's hush money sentencing.
That decision comes after the Supreme Court ruled on Monday that former presidents have broad immunity from prosecution.
New York judge makes major ruling on Trump's sentencing. In a recent development, a Manhattan judge has decided to delay Donald J. Trump's sentencing until September 18th. This decision follows a new Supreme Court ruling that may impact the outcome of Trump's criminal case. What implications could this have for Trump's legal future, especially with the upcoming presidential nomination? How might this decision shape the narrative leading up to the election? Well, to know all about this, stay tuned till the end. In May, a jury in New York convicted Donald J. Trump on 34 felony counts of falsifying business records. These charges were related to a hush money payment made to adult film star Stormy Daniels during the final days of the 2016 presidential campaign. At that time, Trump's lawyer, Michael D. Cohen, paid Daniels $130,000 to keep her from revealing a story about an alleged affair with Trump. Later, Trump reimbursed Cohen for the payment. While the act of paying hush money is not illegal on its own, District Attorney Alvin L. Bragg accused Trump of directing his employees to falsify company records to hide the true nature of these reimbursements. Prosecutors argued this was part of a larger plan by Trump and his associates to influence the 2016 election. They provided evidence showing how the National Enquirer, a supermarket tabloid, was involved in this scheme using a catch-and-kill strategy, where it bought negative stories about Trump to prevent them from being published and ran sensational and false stories about his rivals instead. Trump's lawyers, in their letter on Monday, stated, after further briefing on these issues beginning on July 10, 2024, it will be manifest that the trial result cannot stand. They are pushing to overturn the conviction, but this effort faces significant challenges. Much of the evidence in the case focused on Trump's actions during the campaign and the transition period after he was elected, but before taking office. Even though Trump signed the reimbursement checks to Cohen while he was president, Bragg's team has argued that these actions were personal, not official duties. As legal proceedings continue, Trump's defense team aims to challenge the conviction by presenting their argument starting on July 10th. The district attorney's office will respond 2 weeks later, and Judge Juan M. Merchan will rule on the motion to overturn the conviction by September 6th. If the conviction stands, sentencing will proceed on September 18th. This case, along with other legal challenges Trump is facing, continues to capture public attention. The outcome of these cases could have significant implications for Trump's future, both legally and politically. As the court dates approach, all eyes will be on how these legal battles unfold and what they mean for Trump's ongoing legal and political journey. Trump's legal troubles are not confined to this case. He faces several other indictments, including charges in Washington, Florida, and Georgia. These cases involve a range of allegations, from attempts to overturn the 2020 election results to mishandling classified information. Each case presents its own set of challenges and potential consequences, both for Trump's personal future and his political ambitions. The Manhattan case, however, is the first to reach the trial stage, making it a critical moment in Trump's ongoing legal stories. Before Trump's trial, he tried to move his case to federal court, arguing that the evidence was related to his actions as president. However, Judge Alvin K. Hellerstein rejected his argument. In his opinion, Judge Hellerstein wrote, "The evidence overwhelmingly suggests that the matter was a purely personal item of the president, a cover-up of an embarrassing event. Hush money paid to an adult film star is not related to a president's official acts. It does not reflect in any way the color of the president's official duties." Even the recent Supreme Court ruling seemed to discourage Trump's efforts to overturn the jury's verdict. Chief Justice John G. Roberts Jr. noted in a footnote that a prosecutor may point to the public record to support their case. This includes much of the evidence Trump wants dismissed, such as his tweets, public statements, and personal financial disclosures. Some evidence presented by the prosecution might still be vulnerable to challenge. For example, testimony from former White House employees about their interactions with Trump could be questioned. Prosecutors called Madeleine Westerhout, a former director of Oval Office operations, who testified about a February 2017 meeting between Trump and Cohen. During this meeting, Cohen claims they discussed reimbursement for the hush money payment to Stormy Daniels. Prosecutors also questioned Hope Hicks, Trump's former spokeswoman. She testified about a conversation with Trump in the White House after the Wall Street Journal reported in 2018 about the hush money deal with Daniels. Hicks recalled Trump saying it was better to deal with the issue at that moment rather than have the story come out before the election. Prosecutor Joshua Steinglass referred to Hicks' testimony as devastating during his closing arguments. However, it is unclear whether these conversations can be considered official acts just because they took place in the White House. During the trial, Judge Merchan seemed skeptical of the defense's argument that the prosecution should not question Hicks about that conversation. He noted the defense's objection but allowed the testimony to proceed. The timing of these legal developments is crucial, especially considering their intersection with Trump's political ambitions and ongoing legal battles. The decisions made in courtrooms could significantly influence the course of Trump's legal challenges and public opinion in the months ahead. Trump's legal team argues that prosecutors in the Manhattan case relied on evidence from his presidency to build their arguments, and the Supreme Court's decision not only shields presidents from prosecution for official acts, but also limits prosecutors from using such evidence in unrelated charges. Recent developments in this case took a turn on Monday when the Supreme Court made a crucial decision. They voted 6-3, mostly along party lines, to grant Trump broad protection from prosecution for actions he took while serving as president. However, this ruling primarily impacts cases involving Trump's official actions as president, not his personal conduct before taking office. Trump's legal team argues that prosecutors in the Manhattan case relied on evidence from his presidency to build their arguments. The Supreme Court's decision not only shields presidents from prosecution for official acts, but also limits prosecutors from using such evidence in unrelated charges. These legal maneuvers highlight the complexities of high-profile cases involving former presidents and their implications for justice and public perception. As legal proceedings continue, the focus will be on how these rulings shape Trump's defense strategies and potential outcomes in both federal and state courts. Trump's lawyers sent a letter to Judge Merchan requesting a delay in Trump's sentencing while they sought to overturn his conviction. The district attorney's office, while disagreeing with Trump's arguments, did not oppose the request for more time to file court papers and postpone the sentencing. Joshua Steinglass, one of the assistant district attorneys who prosecuted Trump, wrote, "Although we believe the defendant's argument should be without merit, we do not oppose his request to leave to file and his punitive request to adjourn sentencing pending determination of his motion." This case, led by District Attorney Alvin L. Bragg, marked the first time criminal charges were brought against Trump last March. Since then, Trump has faced 3 other indictments in Washington, Florida, and Georgia. However, Bragg's case is likely to be the only one to reach trial before the upcoming election. If Trump's re-elected, these legal proceedings will probably face significant delays. The implications of these legal proceedings extend beyond the courtroom. Trump's political career and potential future campaigns are heavily influenced by these ongoing legal challenges. His supporters see these cases as politically motivated, while his detractors view them as essential for holding him accountable. This division highlights the broader political landscape and the contentious nature of Trump's continued presence in American politics. The Manhattan case specifically touches on sensitive issues of campaign finance and the use of personal funds for political purposes. By allegedly falsifying business records to hide the hush money payments, Trump's actions raise questions about the integrity of the electoral process. These legal proceedings seek to address whether such actions were part of a deliberate attempt to mislead the public and sway the outcome of the election. Trump's legal team has consistently argued that the payments and reimbursements were personal matters and not intended to influence the election. They contend that the hush money payments were made to avoid personal embarrassment and protect Trump's family. This defense strategy focuses on separating Trump's personal conduct from his official duties as a candidate and later as president. The prosecution, on the other hand, maintains that the timing and nature of the payments indicate a clear intent to affect the election's outcome. By concealing these payments through falsified business records, they argue Trump sought to deceive voters and gain an unfair advantage. And this perspective underscores the importance of transparency and accountability in political campaigns. So let us know, how do you think these legal challenges will affect Trump's political future? Will the court rulings alter the landscape of the upcoming election? Well, it moreover depends on the hearing of this case, but until then, please share your views in the comment section below. And don't forget to hit the like button, and for more such amazing videos, make sure you subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.